Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a slightly hungover episode of Ted's Booze Cellar with me, your most gracious host, Ted. Now, I've been just basically spending most of the day just recovering from a hangover where I went out with some of my workmates last night. And I've been spending today doing that by eating some high-energy food, playing a bit of FIFA, some World of Tanks and World of Warships, and sending off a few applications for like training courses and stuff like that. So it's been a decently productive day in general, but considering it's a Saturday, I still fancied a drink, but I don't really want anything too heavy today after having gone out last night, so I thought I'd go for something quite light for this episode. So we are going for Rekorderlig Botanicals Rhubarb, Lemon and Mint. Now this is basically cider, and if you know about Rekorderlig, they're a pretty decent cider company. We used to actually sell Rekorderlig cider at the University of Sussex Students' Union bars, but we recently replaced them with Kopparberg, because Kopparberg offer better training opportunities and things like that. So, but this still sounds quite interesting though. So it's pear cider, so it's based on pear cider, blended with rhubarb, lemon, and a little bit of mint, made from pure Swedish spring water. It's not too strong either, it's only 4% alcohol volume, and yeah, it looks quite good. I have seen these quite a lot around, and I used to work at Waitrose where I bought this, and I've drunk normal Rekorderlig many times, but I've never drunk the botanical ones ever, and there's a few different flavours of this, so if I enjoy this one particularly, I might try out the others. Although then again, I might even try out the others even if I don't enjoy this one, because everyone likes different flavours. So, oh yeah, it smells quite flowery actually. So it's definitely going to have an interesting flavour to it. Hoping it's going to be quite a nice palate cleansing one though. So let's give it a shot. Overall, I'm getting a good first impression. Definitely good strong hints of pear. You can definitely tell a fair bit of rhubarb's in there. But as for the lemon and mint, it's really kind of overpowered a bit by the pear. And I know they've got to base it off of some kind of cider, whether that be pear cider, berry cider, apple, whatever, but yeah, the flavour of the pear is really overpowering. And I mean, it's a bit disappointing because I think if I could have told all the flavours apart from one another in this drink, I probably would have given this a solid like 8 or so out of 10. As it is, I think it just falls a bit short of that, and it only goes down to about, it doesn't go down too far. I think I'll like rate it a 6.75 or a 7 out of 10, somewhere around that, which I think is perfectly fair enough. Like I said, it's disappointing compared to the expectations I had of it, but that doesn't mean it's a bad drink by any extent. Like, it's a solid 6.75 or 7 or 7.25. Actually, no, probably 6.75 to 7 out of 10. I mean, it's just around that mark, really. I mean, you can definitely get a nice flowery hint to it. And while it is sweet, it's definitely not as sweet as a normal Rekorderlig cider. So if you're up for that sort of thing and you want a cider that's like just not as sweet as ciders are usually, this is a perfectly fine choice. I just wish it was just slightly more balanced out in terms of the flavours. But apart from that, it's really nice. It's kind of what I expected, just perhaps a little bit disappointing in certain areas, but overall, it is a really nice drink. Definitely mainly meant for decompression and relaxation. I don't know if it's too flavoursome to have with a meal, and I don't know if it's really strong enough to have quite a few to get drunk on. So I'm going to have to go with saying it's a relaxation drink. Decent 6.75 to 7 out of 10, and you know what, I will say it's a buy. I will say it's a buy, even though it's a bit close to not being a buy, but I'll still say it's a buy because, despite my misgivings about it, it's still a very, very nice cider. Very fragrant, it is still quite palate cleansing actually, and yeah, it's quite nice if you want something sweet but not too sweet. So yeah, I definitely recommend it. As always, be sure to check out the other social medias and YouTube channels in the video description below. Also check out Rekorderlig's website, which I'll put in the video description below as well. I'm not sponsored by them, but trust me, I wish I was. Leave a like, share and subscribe if you liked the video. Leave a comment as well if you guys want me to review any other kind of food or alcohol or drinks or anything else on this channel in the future. Ooh, pardon me, that's quite fizzy actually. But, well, not too fizzy, which is quite a nice point of it actually. What was I going to say? Oh, and yeah, just in general, you know, enjoy yourself, stay safe, drink responsibly, know your limits, and I'll see you guys next time on the next episode of Ted's Booze Cellar. Bye-bye for now.